This is getting crazy. There's got to be a better way. Now we're talking. This thing is taking up a little too much room on my board. There's got to be a better way. Now we're talking. This is kind of hurting my index finger a little bit. There's got to be a better way. Now we're talking. Hey there, I'm Dan, the self-proclaimed Lonely Rocker. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're into guitars, related gear, and maybe sometimes recording it all to hear what it sounds like, well, perhaps you've come to the right place. Even if you only like one or two of those things. Maybe if you enjoy my content, you'll consider clicking the subscribe button and ringing that notification bell, and I really appreciate that. Well, today we are talking about, when I say we, I mean me, TONEX One. Yes, it's real. I'm not going to say anything more about that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But TONEX One is here. Now, what is TONEX? TONEX is like this big pool party where, you know, you've got those people on the fringe. These are like the free TONEX users that are just like dipping their toe in the pool, just kind of want to be around the action a little bit, but not too deep. And then you got Mr. TONEX Max. He's the guy with the Speedo right in the middle of the pool, just yucking it up with everyone else. And then there's just these other ways to get into this party. And this is proof positive that IK Multimedia wants you on TONEX. I've said this many times before. If you consider one of the little HDX interface here, you're going to get TONEX. If you're looking for a great starter audio interface for guitar and bass, Axi One, they're going to give you TONEX. Those two devices are cheaper than buying this software by itself. And of course, if you've got the granddaddy, the TONEX Pedal itself, or a full TONEX Max license, I don't know, it's just the little sister, little brother, child of the TONEX Pedal. I'm not really sure. So it got me thinking, who is the TONEX One actually for? This is what I found myself thinking about. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you through the features of the TONEX One. What exactly is it? And in doing so, I'm going to give thought to who I think this is for. So let's dive in and see what TONEX One is all about. By the way, a little bit later, I'm going to let you know how you can enter a contest for a chance to win a free TONEX One. That's coming up in a bit. But first, let's get to know the pedal. At its core, TONEX One is TONEX. IK Multimedia has made the platform accessible through numerous devices. The desktop app remains central to all devices, including TONEX One. It's just another way to take it with you, but whatever you choose to load onto it, it will sound just as good as tone models from the app or the full-size pedal. TONEX One comes with TONEX SE, which gives you 200 premium tone models, plus any of the free tone models you can download from tone.net. As a bonus, IK Multimedia has included 12 bonus premium tone models not available in SE that are preloaded on the pedal, including one of their Dumble tone models from the Dumble Signature Pack. There are two main modes of operation. In dual mode, you can switch between two presets. So that can be a clean and dirty channel of the same amp, or simply two of your favorite presets.
pedal can actually store 20 presets, but it's the ones you choose to store in slots 1 and 2 that will be available via the foot switch. More on that in a sec. In Stomp mode, the pedal is on or off. You can load a full amp tone model preset, or you can load your favorite overdrives, distortions, boosts, and fuzz tone models and toggle the effect on and off with the foot switch, just like a typical Stomp box. The preset you load into slot 3 will be available on the pedal when in Stomp mode. Managing your TONEX One is super simple. The TONEX app version 1.7 and later adds TONEX One functionality in the librarian. You can load the 20 presets you want to store on the pedal here and assign the tone models you want to be available in dual or Stomp mode. And a cool feature of TONEX One are the colored illuminated dials. You can assign the colors in the TONEX app and make them instantly available on the pedal. On a dark stage, you'll easily know what tone model you have loaded. The illuminated micro knobs are dual function, giving you access to bass, middle, and treble controls. Clicking the Alt button gives you access to the gate, compression, and reverb. The main knob gives you access to volume and gain controls. As mentioned before, the foot switch operates as an AB in dual mode and as a bypass in Stomp mode. Switching between Stomp mode and dual mode is super easy and is all explained in the quick start guide that comes with your pedal. In fact, the global mode on the pedal gives you access to many features in the pedal, like turning cabs on and off and setting your input level. And the browse mode lets you manage the onboard presets right from the pedal if your computer is not with you. And holding the foot switch activates the built-in tuner.
Before we go any further, I have an opportunity for one lucky viewer to win a free TONEX One Pedal courtesy of IK Multimedia and yours truly, Lonely Rocker. All you need to do is wait into the description of this video. There's going to be a link to the TONEX One contest. Click on that link. That's going to take you to lonelyrocker.com. There's a simple form to fill out. Fill it out, and then all you got to do is wait. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to be a subscriber of this channel to enter, because you don't. But I'm not going to tell you that you're not going to get an extra entry into the contest. You might not. It's certainly not going to hurt. So if you want to consider subscribing, now would be a time to think about it. But anyways, fill out that form. Like I said, it's at lonelyrocker.com, and the winner will be notified via email directly from me. You're not going to be notified in the comment section. There's not going to be some mysterious Lonely Rocker 2 channel that's going to reach out to you. I will notify the winner directly via email, and everyone else will be notified that there was a winner through my email or from my lonelyrocker.com site. So check out the link in the description. Make sure to fill it out, and I wish you the best of luck. All right, so we've looked at the features, and after careful evaluation, who is the TONEX One actually for? Now, I want to be careful, and I'm really shying away from the concept of being a reviewer, because my opinion really doesn't matter all that much. What I'm trying to do here is share experiences with you, the viewer. Ultimately, you need to buy what suits your needs, what solves your problems, what makes you excited, what makes you inspired. And the only way you're going to know that is by trying something. So I'm doing my best to share my experience with different devices and instruments and things like that. So in this case, TONEX One. If I didn't own TONEX and I was evaluating the platform and figure out which door I wanted to come in, how I wanted to enter the pool party, and I didn't have a lot of money to spend, if you're going to buy the software, I think that's something you should sort of put out of your mind now, because there's too many great devices that IK Multimedia is offering that will get you a cool device and it will get you on the platform. And this is just one of those options. Now, the advantage of this, of course, being a physical pedal where you can put a couple of your favorite amp presets on here. You can add different pedals to your board every day of the week if you want. It's a convenient utility tool. But if your budget is limited and you are working on a computer too, because you're going to get access to the TONEX application, tone.net, and all those things like that. This is a physical device which I think you will get use out of one way or the other. We all have room for maybe one more pedal, especially something this small. So in that sense, it's a good sort of entrance into the ecosystem. It's a good starter device. I mean, I tried using it as an audio interface. It is a very basic audio interface, but I was able to record through this into my DAW. So perhaps if you're traveling, you just wanted something very basic, this doesn't take up a lot of room. What if you're already on TONEX? This is kind of the question, because I'm sure IK Multimedia is thinking about this as well. Now the TONEX pedal, I'm looking, it's over here. All right, so the fact that we can house hundreds of amps in here versus a real amplifier, how much smaller do we need to be? Well, apparently this much smaller. It's just another pedal. Again, you know, if you want to run multiple pedals, if you were running into some situations where you wish you could have had also, you can have two of your main presets. You can add a specific pedal to your board, rotate it, add it to your existing lineup, even if that includes the TONEX pedal. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think the TONEX One is a really interesting utility pedal. You know, it's a key into that TONEX ecosystem, gets you into the party if you're not already there. If you're already part of the TONEX ecosystem, you proudly own the TONEX pedal. It gives you another pedal for your board if you want to run, you want to stack things, you want to stack some tones, add another pedal separately. Using your existing TONEX license and setups and things like that, well, you're going to be able to add this to your setup. So it's a really versatile little utility tool for sure. I would definitely look at it if you're just getting started and don't have a lot of money to spend. I would encourage you to get a device over just buying the software, because something like this will definitely come in handy, especially if you're practicing with your friends and just want to have a really light rig. Well, you could just bring this thing along that, you know, if I had a pocket, I would stick it right here. So overall, I mean, it's just another example of how IK Multimedia is really committed to the TONEX platform. I think you are evaluating TONEX, whatever door you want to enter in. It's just an example that IK Multimedia is very committed to it. And I think that's important, because when you invest, we're not talking lots of money here. We're talking hundreds of dollars for pretty much all of their devices, but you're going to put in your own time and effort into something. You're going to adopt these presets and tone models as part of your sound. And it's good to know that a company is behind that platform, because it means it's going to keep getting better and better, and it will grow with you. And I think this is just another indication of that. So, you know, kudos to IK Multimedia for being creative and coming up with, you know, all sorts of ways to access the TONEX ecosystem, because it is a lot of fun. I use it all the time because it's a great platform, and I'm personally really enjoying it. So TONEX One from IK Multimedia. If you want any more information about this, I will put a link in the description. As always, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, whatever you got, that's what the comments section is for. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And while you're doing that, the TONEX pedal is still a thing, and I did cover it. If you never saw that video, it was actually one of my recent favorites. I'm gonna put it right here. Make sure to check it out. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll, and I'll catch you in the next one.